All right, I want to show you the ski report again because when I showed it to you last time I had the numbers in the wrong columns. The base is 32 inches, 12 inches new at Timberline. The base is 30 inches at Mount Hood Meadows with 10 inches new. Ski Bowl, no base, but they still have cosmic tubing going on, and they'll begin to build a base, I think, tonight, tomorrow. And Mount Bachelor, 20 inches with 6 new, and of course, these totals will go up overnight and in the morning. Doppler radar showing the break over the valleys, but not in the Cascades. It continues to hammer on down up in the mountains and over the Coast Range, too, as the air is lifted by the mountain ranges. And all of Oregon's mountains, especially Cascades and to the west, getting a good supply of moisture with these storms. We're getting some snow in the mountains of northeast Oregon as well. The rainfall total is not super impressive. When we get showers like this, it kind of goes down this way. We had 0.42 of an inch up at Scappoose, so our two-day totals now are over half an inch. We had 0.6 of an inch at Astoria and 0.42 at Tillamook. Watches and warnings, still winter weather advisories in the northeast Oregon mountains, and then the purple area, that's the winter storm warning, which continues from about Crater Lake clear up to the Canadian border. The high surf advisory along the Oregon coast, that will expire in about 50 or 45 minutes at 6 o'clock. Okay, so again, we're seeing the winter weather, the winter storm warning in the Cascades because of the heavy snow. It's windy up there too, but I don't think the visibility is going to get too bad. And so far the roads look okay, but as we go through the night, colder air is moving in. And of course, with the onset of nighttime, it'll get cold enough that the snow should begin to stick on the roadways. As the showers continue to pour on shore and the air gets lifted by the mountains, it'll keep snowing. Cold air out here will eventually drop our snow level all the way down to about 2,500 feet this weekend. And there are a couple of minor systems, one of which will produce showers at the coast and in the Coast Range on Saturday. I think the valleys remain largely dry Saturday. But here's tomorrow morning. Definitely showers around tomorrow morning and in the afternoon. And then it clears off a bit tomorrow night. That next system produces some rain over the Coast Range on Saturday morning. That washes out pretty quickly. And then on Sunday, I think we have a better chance of some scattered showers. But again, nothing major over the weekend. We'll have plenty of dry time, especially on Saturday. 0.17 of an inch for Portland going forward through 5 o'clock on Saturday. Most of that, of course, coming tomorrow. All right, right now it's 51 in Portland and the freezing level at 5,100 feet, which is lower than it was this morning as the colder air is beginning to work its way into Oregon. All right, on the coast then, here's what we have going on. Showers tomorrow, but they end, and there have been sun breaks this afternoon. It was a really nice sunset out at the beach. There'll be sun breaks tomorrow, and then in the afternoon, the showers should end, but you will get a few showers on Saturday and probably Sunday too at the coast. Then things will dry out as we go into the first half of next week. For the valleys, sun and showers. Southwest winds will be light, down to 39 at McMinnville, so it'll be colder tonight than it was last night. And again, best chance for showers up until about mid-afternoon. Then those odds are really going to begin to drop away. In the Portland area, showers tonight and then sun and showers tomorrow, and the showers end in the afternoon. High of only 49 with a low of 43 tomorrow. So again, another day of on and off showers. They won't be as vigorous as they were today. I don't think we get hail, and I don't think we get thunder and lightning either. On Saturday and Sunday, we're going to go partly sunny, but we have showers on Sunday. And of course, I've got the two toy drive highlights there. We'll get into that in a minute. But look at the rest of the 7-day forecast. It is dry with highs in the 40s and lows in the 30s. We'll probably get some rain about Thursday night or Friday of next week.